Hello everyone, welcome to Tarun Tutorials. The topic which we are going to discuss today is chemical bonding. Electronic theory of valency. The electrons present in the outermost shell of an atom determine the valency of an atom and hence called valence electrons. The electronic theory of valency was originated by Kussel and Lewis in 1916 independently and applied by Langmuir in 1919. According to this theory, every element has a tendency to occupy inert electronic configuration, that is NH2-NP6 of the nearest inert gas, because it is considered as the most stable configuration, that is stable octet. If the last orbit is removed, then the rest of the atom is called kernel or core of the atom. Atoms of elements containing 8 electrons in the outermost shell or orbit or 2 electrons in case of helium are stable. The electronic arrangement in which 8 electrons, which are octet, or 2 electrons that are duplet, are present in the outermost shell of atom is known as stable configuration. Only those elements having less than 8 electrons in the outermost shell of their atoms are capable of chemical combination. These elements have tendency to take part in chemical combination in such a way so as to acquire the stable configuration of the nearest inert gas element. The atoms of an element tends to achieve an octet by the smallest possible change. Therefore, the elements having less than 4 valency electrons will lose or lend, and the elements having more than 4 valency will gain or borrow electrons to complete the octet. The valency of an element is the number of electrons its atom can lose or gain or share so as to complete its octet or duplet and become stable. Stable configuration is attained by either first, transfer of electrons, that is ionic bonding; second, sharing of electrons, that is covalent bonding; and third, donation of lone pair of electrons, that is coordinate or dative bonding. Types of chemical bond. A chemical bond is a lasting attraction between atoms, ions, or molecules that enables the formation of chemical compounds. The bond may result from the electrostatic force of attraction between oppositely charged ions, as in ionic bonds, or through the sharing of electrons, as in covalent bonds. Types of chemical bonds. First, ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Second, covalent bond. Third, coordinate bond. Fourth, metallic bond. And fifth, hydrogen bond. Ionic or electrovalent bond or kernel bond. Such type of bond is formed by transference of one or more electrons from one atom to the other, and consequently former becomes cation and latter becomes anion. Ionic bond is called kernel bond because during formation of cation, outermost orbit is destroyed and the remaining part is called core or kernel. The number of electrons that atom of an element gains or loses to complete its last orbit, that is octet, is called electrovalency. Nature of ionic bond is electrostatic force of attraction, and it is non-directional bond. Ionic bond was introduced by Kossel. Types of ionic or electrovalency bond. Ionic valency is of two types. First, positive electrovalency, that is ionic valency, and second, negative electrovalency. Positive electrovalency, that is ionic valency. The valency obtained by loss of valency electrons from the metallic atom of an element, octet, is known as positive electrovalency. For example, sodium atom loses one valency electron to complete its octet from last shell. Therefore, positive electrovalency of sodium atom is +1. Negative electrovalency. The valency obtained by the gain of valency electrons by the non-metallic atom of element so as to complete their last orbit, that is octet, is known as negative electrovalency. For example, chlorine atom gains one valency electron so as to complete its last orbit. Therefore, the negative electrovalency of chlorine is -1. In HCl formation, chlorine shows valency -1 with hydrogen. Formation of ionic or electrovalent compound. The formation of ionic bond depends upon two major factors. First, ionization potential. The lower the value of ionization potential, the greater will be the ease of formation of cations. Second, electron affinity. The higher the electron affinity, the greater is the ease of formation of anions. First, formation of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. A molecule of sodium chloride consists of one atom of sodium and one atom of chlorine. It is formed by electrovalent linkage. Sodium atom, atomic number 11, has an electronic configuration 281 and chlorine atom, atomic number 17, has an electronic configuration 287. In the formation of sodium chloride, sodium atom loses its one valency electron and acquires a unit positive charge and attains a stable configuration of nearest inert gas element neon 2,8. The electron loosed by sodium atom is gained by chlorine atom. It acquires a unit negative charge and attains a stable configuration of nearest inert gas element argon 288. These two equal and oppositely charged ions Na and Cl ions, which are produced, unite together by the electrostatic forces of attraction to form apparently neutral molecule of sodium chloride. Such a combination of atoms by loss and gain of electrons is known as electrovalent linkage. Second, formation of magnesium oxide, that is MgO. In a molecule of magnesium oxide, one atom of magnesium combines with one atom of oxygen. Magnesium atom, atomic number 12, has an electronic configuration 282 and oxygen atom, atomic number 8, has an electronic configuration 2,6. During combination of two atoms, two electrons are transferred from magnesium atom to oxygen atom. Hence, by loss of two electrons, the magnesium atom acquires +2 charged and it attains the stable configuration of nearest inert gas element neon. The two electrons loosed by magnesium atom are gained by oxygen atom, which acquires -2 charged and attains a stable configuration of neon gas 2,8. These two equal and oppositely charged ions are bound together with electrostatic forces of attraction and produce apparently neutral molecule of magnesium oxide. Such a union of atoms takes place by loss and gain of electrons is called electrovalent linkage, and the compound formed is called electrovalent compound or ionic compound. Third, formation of calcium chloride, that is CaCl2. It is formed by electrovalent linkage. In CaCl2, one atom of calcium combines with two atoms of chlorine. Calcium atom has electronic configuration 2882, while chlorine atom, atomic number 17, has electronic configuration 287. In the formation of calcium chloride, calcium atom 2882 loses two valency electrons and acquires +2 charge and attains a stable configuration of nearest inner gas element argon, and it forms Ca++ ions. These two electrons are transferred from calcium atom to two chlorine atoms. Each chlorine atom gains one electron and acquires unit negative charge, and it attains stable configuration of argon to form 2Cl-. These equal and oppositely charged ions, that is Ca+2 and 2Cl-, combine themselves by electrostatic force of attraction to form apparently neutral molecule of CaCl2. Covalent bond. Valency obtained by mutual sharing of electrons between either similar or dissimilar atoms of an element so as to complete their last shell, that is octet, is known as covalency, and the bond between combining atoms is covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed by mutual sharing of electron pairs between the combining atoms of the same or different elements. The atoms involved constitute equal number of electrons for sharing in order to complete the octet, that is, acquire configuration of nearest noble gas. The pair of electrons forming the bond between atoms is called as bonding pair of electrons. One bonding pair of electron forms single covalent bond, example H2, F2, etc. Two or three pairs of electron form a double, example O2, or triple, example N2, bond respectively. Bonds in all polyatomic ions and diatomics are called covalent bonds. Types of covalent bond. First, non-polar covalent bonds, when electrons are shared equally, like H2 or Cl2. Second, polar covalent bonds, when electrons are shared unequally, that is H2O. Formation of covalent bond. First, formation of water molecule, that is H2O. A water molecule is formed by combining two atoms of hydrogen with one atom of oxygen. Each hydrogen atom is in short of one electron to complete its duplet, and oxygen atom is in short of two electrons to complete its octet. During combination, hydrogen atoms complete their duplet by contributing one electron each with oxygen atom, and oxygen atom completes its octet by contributing two electrons with two hydrogen atoms. Therefore, in water molecules, two separate single covalent bonds are formed between hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Second, formation of oxygen molecule, that is O2. Each oxygen molecule contains two atoms of oxygen, hence it is diatomic. Each oxygen atom, 2, 6, contains 6 valence electrons, and they are in the need of 2 electrons to complete last orbit, that is octet. In the formation of oxygen molecule, each oxygen atom shares 2 electrons with other oxygen atom to complete the octet. Hence, there are two shared pairs which constitute double covalent bond between two oxygen atoms. Third, formation of nitrogen molecule, that is N2. Nitrogen molecule is formed by combining two atoms of nitrogen, hence it is diatomic. Each nitrogen atom, 2, 5, is in need of 3 electrons to complete its last shell, that is octet. Therefore, each nitrogen atom contributes 3 electrons for sharing. A molecule of nitrogen is formed by sharing 3 pairs of electrons between two nitrogen atoms. Thus, 3 shared pairs constitute a triple covalent bond. Fourth, formation of chlorine molecule, that is Cl2. In the formation of chlorine molecule, one atom of chlorine combines with other atom of chlorine. Each chlorine atom, 287, contains 7 valence electrons. So it is in short of 1 electron to complete the octet. Therefore, each chlorine atom contributes 1 electron with other chlorine to constitute single covalent bond between two chlorine atoms. Coordinate bond. A coordinate bond, also called as a dative covalent bond, is a covalent bond, a shared pair of electrons in which both electrons come from the same atom. It is formed by two atoms sharing a pair of electrons. The atoms are held together because the electron pair is attracted by both of the nuclei. In the formation of simple covalent bond, each atom supplies one electron to the bond, but that does not have to be the case. The reaction between ammonia and hydrogen chloride. If these colorless gases are allowed to mix, a thick white smoke of solid ammonium chloride is formed. The reaction is NH3 in gaseous state plus HCl in gaseous state gives NH4Cl in solid state. Ammonium ions NH4 plus are formed by the transfer of a hydrogen ion, a proton, from the hydrogen chloride molecule to the lone pair of electrons on the ammonia molecule. When the ammonium ion NH4+ is formed, the fourth hydrogen is attached by a dative covalent bond because only the hydrogen's nucleus is transferred from the chlorine to the nitrogen. The hydrogen's electron is left behind on the chlorine to form a negative chloride ion. Once the ammonium ion has been formed, it is impossible to tell any difference between the dative covalent bond and the ordinary covalent bonds. Although the electrons are shown differently in the diagram, there is no difference between them in reality. In simple diagrams, a coordinate bond is shown by an arrow. The arrow points from the atom donating the lone pair to the atom accepting it. In the figure, we can see that lone pair of electrons, positive charge because only the hydrogen nucleus has moved to the nitrogen, coordinate bond, negative charge because the hydrogen has left its electron behind. Metallic bond. Metals are characterized by high electrical and thermal conductivity, malleability, ductility, and high tensile strength. To explain all these properties, three models have been proposed as follows. First, the free electron model. Second, the valence bond model. And third, the band model, that is molecular orbital approach. The free electron model. This model was proposed by H.L. Lorentz and it is also known as electron C model. In a metal atom, valence electrons are weakly bound to the kernel, nuclear and electrons other than those in the outermost shell, because of low ionization energies. Hence they are mobile and move out from one kernel to another in the crystal. They do not belong to one atom in particular. In other words, There is a complete freedom of movement of electrons in the valence shell around the nucleus of each atom. Thus, effectively, they become a common property of all the atoms present in the metallic crystal. Hence, metal behaves as if it is an assemblage of positive ions, that is kernels, immersed in a sea of mobile electrons. Each electron belongs to a number of positive ions and each positive ion belongs to the number of electrons. The force that binds a metal atom to a number of electrons within its sphere of influences is known as a metallic bond. Explanation of few metallic properties. First, high electrical conductivity. It is due to the presence of mobile valency electrons. They move readily in an electric field and thus conduct electricity throughout the metal from one end to other. Second, high thermal conductivity. It is due to the presence of mobile electrons. If one part of metal is heated, electrons of that part acquire kinetic energy. Being free, these electrons move rapidly throughout the crystal and conduct heat to other part of the metal. Third, bright metallic luster. As a beam of light falls on the surface of a metal, electrons start to and fro oscillations. Since a moving charge always emits electromagnetic energy, hence oscillating electrons emit electromagnetic energy in the form of light, and metallic luster appears. Fourth, high tensile strength. Strong electrostatic attraction between the positively charged metal ions and the sea of electrons provide good tensile strength to metal and they can resist stretching without breaking. Fifth, softness, malleability and ductility. The force of attraction between the metal ions and the valency electrons is uniform in all directions. There are no localized bonds. Also, the bonds holding the crystal lattice in metals are not rigid as in covalent solids such as ice. Hence, the metal ions can be moved very easily from one lattice site to another. The environment of each metal ion remain the same as before since delocalized electrons are available everywhere. But nearest neighbors have been charged very easily and new metal bonds are formed. This explains the malleability of metal, that is, they can be flattened out into the thin sheets when hammered. By the same reason, metals are ductile and can be drawn into wires by very little expenditure of energy. Limitations of model. Electron C model explained various properties of metals, but it failed in explaining few properties like first, why mercury melts at 39 degrees Celsius while tungsten at 3300 degrees Celsius. Second, while metals are good conductor of electricity, copper is more than 50 times better conductor than bismuth. Third, similarly, why few metals are soft and can be cut by knife like sodium and potassium, but few are very hard like osmium. Hydrogen bond. Do you know that without hydrogen bonding, water would have existed as a gas, like hydrogen sulfide? In that case, no life would have been possible on this globe. In compounds of hydrogen with strongly electronegative elements such as F, O and N, the electron pair shared between two atoms lies far away from the hydrogen atom. Such a molecule is said to be a polar because one end carries a positive charge and the other end a negative charge. The electrostatic force of attraction between these polar molecules is high and two or more molecules may associate together to form large clusters of molecules as follows. This cluster has two kinds of bonding feature. First, covalent bond within the molecule. Second, hydrogen bond. It is the electrostatic bonding in its nature between hydrogen of one molecule and electronegative atom of second molecule. For example, alcohols, carboxylic acids, amines also form associated molecule for the same reason. The nature of hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond is a class in itself. It arises from electrostatic forces between positive end of one molecule and the negative end of another molecule of the same substance. It is a very weak bond. Its strength varies between 10 to 40 kJ per mole, while that of covalent bond is of the order 400 kJ per mole. But it is this weakness of bond which is responsible for vitality of hydrogen bonding in life processes. Types of hydrogen bond. First, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. If positive and negative end develop within the same molecule, electrostatic forces of attraction results in intramolecular hydrogen bonding. In this bond, hydrogen and electronegative element both present in the same molecule For example, in ortho-nitrophenol and ortho-hydroxybenzaldehyde. Second, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. In intermolecular hydrogen bonding, hydrogen and other electronegative atoms are present in different molecules of the same substance. For example, in water, HF, ammonia, alcohols and acids. On account of large distance between two groups in p-nitrophenol and p-hydroxybenzaldehyde, they do not show any intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Effects of hydrogen bonding on properties. First, boiling point. Substances having intramolecular hydrogen bonding show higher melting and boiling points because of large association of molecules in comparison to the substances do not having hydrogen bonding. For example, boiling point of CH3 CH2OH is 78.5 degrees Celsius while that of CH3 OCH3 is minus 23 degrees Celsius. Second, solubility in water. Substances making hydrogen bonds with the water show higher solubility than those who are not making hydrogen bonding. For instance, lower alcohols are highly soluble in water, but alkanes are insoluble because alkanes cannot make H bonding with water. Third, physical state of matter. Because of hydrogen bonding in water molecule, it is found in liquid state, but H2S is a gas. A molecule of H2S remains free in absence of any hydrogen bonding. Unique property of water. Water contracts between 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. Generally up to 4 degrees Celsius, hydrogen bonds continue to be broken and the molecules come closer and closer. This leads to contraction. However, there is also some expansion of water due to rise in the temperature, as in other liquids. Up to 4 degrees Celsius, former effect predominates. Above 4 degrees Celsius, however, the normal expansion effect due to rise in temperature predominates and hence the volume increases as the temperature rises. Significance of hydrogen bonding. First, water exists in liquid state because of hydrogen bonding in it. Second, two coils of a DNA molecule are held together by hydrogen bonding at specific places. Third, tertiary structure of protein is largely affected by hydrogen bonding. Fourth, hydrogen bonding plays an important role in making wood fibers more rigid and thus makes it an article of great utility. Fifth, the stickiness of glue or honey is due to hydrogen bonding. If you liked my content, do like my video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.